Hey, what's up? Could you please help me with this new feature of Excel? Sorry, I can't. What we just saw was a conversation between a colleague and Justin. Well, clearly, this conversation was quite negative. We know, we understand that there are days and times when we are too packed up or there are just some general reasons in which we cannot help the other person. But there is some standard and some right ways of saying no to any person when we cannot help them. But what are those right ways in which we can deny helping someone or just say later? We'll look at those ways when where we will know how to say no or later without seeming rude. The first way or the first sentence which you can use in such a situation is, would you mind if I help you later? Suppose you're working on something really exciting, something really important, and someone comes in your room and says, can you help me clear out this table? But as you're working on something really important and you have a deadline in front of you, it's just not the right time for you to get up out of your desk and help that person. And you don't want to seem rude or spoil the relation, so how do you say no? You can use this sentence over here. This sentence is not negative, it's sort of positive because you're just saying that I'll help you later, and the other person should be mature enough to understand it. Yes, the person is working on something important, so later on he'll come by you and help you. So this is a quite formal and important, or more of a positive sentence to say later on. So if you will actually help the person later on, then you can use the sentence. And yeah, the next one, I'm too swamped with dash. What is this dash? Now dash is not a word, of course. I mean, this is too silly. Over here in this blank or in this dash, what will come is maybe like your assignment or your project or your new skill, whatever that is keeping you busy can come in this blank. Like I have my exams tomorrow and I'm too swamped with my preparations. I'll be there in a while. Or I'm too swamped with my new project. I'll be there in a while. We can also put this statement as I'm too swamped. I'll be there in a while. So we can form this statement in different ways. And it's up to you what you want to use over here in this blank, or you just don't want this blank to be in your statement. It's just all up to you. But make sure whatever you speak is keeping up to the formality of the relation. If you're talking to your friend, then you should sound friendly and informal. But if you're talking to one of your colleague or any other person with which you share a formal relation, then it is preferable and actually important to keep the formality alive in the conversation you have. Third one, I think the first word of this statement clarifies that it is for some informal relation like you have with your cousin maybe, or your friend maybe, or any random person with whom you have an informal relation with. Dude, too busy to help. Well, this emphasizes that you have a great load of work and you're not ready to help. And this sort of emphasizes that you are a lot loaded up and the other person should be matured enough to understand that you'll actually keeping up busy. And when you speak this statement, then you should have that expression in your face that emphasizes, yes, you are busy, you have a lot of work, you're loaded up, because that's the truth and that's why you're not helping the person. So when you're too busy, you have too much of work, then you can say, dude, too busy to help. And the other person may understand that you help them later, or you're just too busy to help right now. The next statement uses this really famous expression, have a lot on my plate. Maybe a lot of us know what this means. This means to be too busy. This is the expression, have a lot on my plate, that emphasizes that you're too busy. So rather than writing too busy, we'll catch up later. It sounds a bit awkward, so we use this expression, have a lot on my plate, to complete this statement. This statement goes as, have a lot on my plate, we'll catch up later. Now, this expression or this statement carries a different idea. Let's suppose your school friend calls you and says that it's been days since we haven't met or talked. Meet me at this park, and he's saying he or she is saying with a lot of excitement, but you are too packed up, or you are just too busy, or you have a lot on your plate, and you just cannot go to meet that person, you cannot catch up with that person. So you can say, I have a lot on my plate, we'll catch up later. In this statement, you can also input words as do, dear, to just sound a little more overwhelming, but it's just up to you if you want to input them or not. This one, would love to, however my schedule is too packed up. Over here, first I want to talk about the word schedule. Now in American English, it is pronounced as schedule. Schedule. The CH is schedule. But in Indian and British English, it is pronounced as schedule. Schedule. So, coming back to the statement, you want to help that person. The work that you need to do to help that person is interesting, you like it. But again, you're too busy, or you have a lot in your schedule, or you have a lot on your plate. Then the other way to emphasize is that I would love to help you. That means you would love to really help that person, but you are too packed up in your schedule. So you can say it as, would love to, however my schedule is too packed up. This is another exciting way of saying you're busy and you cannot help that person, so you may use it. Last but not the least, hey, I'm not the best one for this. In brackets, I've written I may let you down, or this isn't my thing. Let me just explain it. Now, this carries a different idea, as the statement we have talked about till now had a similar idea, but this one has a completely different idea. The idea behind this statement is that the person does not know that thing so well, or is not wonderful at doing that job what the person is asking to take help with, and you just want to emphasize that I'm not the right one to do this task and I just don't have a lot of idea about it. So you can just put it up as, hey, I'm not the best one for this, or you may also say I may let you down, or this isn't my thing. So this explains or emphasizes that you're not a lot good at it, or you do not have a lot of idea about the task. So you may ask some other person because I will let you down, or that's just not my thing, or I'm not the good one for it, or I'm not the best for this. So yeah, these are few statements which you can use in such a case. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it, and I hope that we do not fall in such a situation where we spoil a relation by seeming rude and saying no, because sometimes we need to be smart and we need to say no to keep up to our deadlines in work. So yeah, make sure that you're keeping up to your deadlines and completing your work, and you can say no to people freely, because I think it's sort of a skill, because it's just too tough to say no to someone, because there's always this feeling that it may sound rude. But I'm glad that I created this video talking about the ways in which you can say no to anyone. So yeah, I hope you and everyone who is watching this video starts using this if they ever fall in such a situation. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video once again, and make sure you subscribe, like, and press the bell icon. So yeah, thank you so much.